Hello and welcome to this one again exciting video. We are talking on we are recording on 20th June 2020, 2022, not 26. We're recording on 20th June 2022 and 26. So it's like I'm 4 years ahead in the time. I come back like probably you're watching this video 4 years down the line, I don't know. But then welcome to this one video. We're going to talk about 9-step game plan from recording an online course all the way to making money. So these two things, and I'm going to give you a perspective over here. These two things are two different areas altogether, like all the way from recording an online course, that's one part of the game, and to making money. There's like long distance you need to be covering over here, but we are going to boil it down into 9 different steps. Now, just to give a small little context, you can start making money the moment you start recording, when you have a right audience all the time with you. For example, if you are already known in your whole domain, like what you're doing, what you're building, stuff like that, that's great. You record the course, ask them like, I've created something for you, great, cool. So you don't even have to cover these 9 steps for them. If you already have that, you can skip all these things and just directly do the sales pitch with them, talk to them, introduce what course you've got, and you can immediately sell and start making money. So that's like 1-step process. This one is more on the lines of automation part of it. How can you go systematically, and we are building a business, right? So the course is just 2% of what we're doing, and we are building the whole sort of a business. The online, you're not just selling the course, you're selling the whole community. And I think from my perspective, if you go this way, this is going to be great, long-lasting the version of automation. But when you're taking the route of the immediate selling, that's going to give you immediate cash flow. That's great. But then eventually you're going to go through this one, get the money from that perspective and go to select. So a lot of ways of making money, but then that's one way I kind of showed you immediately. That's what the way you can make it. But then this is going to be more on the lines of automation, strategic and sustainable source of income, which goes on a longer basis of time. So 9-step game plan for recording your online course to make money. So this was a question that one of the friends that I've got, that person messaged me, like, if I was like, launching the course to make money has to be very fast. Like, okay, but there is a lot of things you have to be doing in between, and that kind of got inspired me to make this one video for you, so that again this whole question for you is going to get automated in like one single video for next time. Thank you so much for joining in. Point number 1 is eventually you're done with the recording. Cool. So step number 1 is like you have to get done with the recording. So this one recording part gets automated. You have studied the pattern of people, what they ask and what you feel is important for them, what you feel is not even relevant, but then what you feel is the priority for them. You have recorded that. Now think of it. Now you have automated all the things that they want to be asking, and you have automated that can kept into the side. So this is one of the biggest monsters that you are going to face, which is for you, it's already faced. Cool. Point number 1 is done. Then the next thing that you have to be working on, the next step is that, and again, when we talk about these 9 steps are a journey in itself. I can give you like just the surface level thing when it comes to all these points in just 10 minutes. So if you want to learn more on these things, there's like the whole channel for you where I've done so many things for free. Like you can just browse through, just search in the channel, like whatever you want to watch, you can get the access for the videos like this for free for anywhere. And the second thing that I want to mention over here before even moving forward is, like, because this is a journey in itself, you need resources in hand. Second thing that you want is below in the description, you can just click the link, be a part of the community, the Academy of Art and Science, where we go depth on talking about these things and give you like when you talk about online courses, I can just give you like 10 minutes or whatever I can give you, but I've got a whole course for 6 hours there sitting there. It's like, so fast track, priority basis, so slightly slower track, relevancy basis. So anyways, second part is, once you record it, the next thing that you're going to do is edit things out. Editing is one of the biggest, is going to take a lot of your time and consume a lot of your time. And I think you should be wise enough to give that time, because you're doing it for the first time. You're going to learn a lot of things. So in future, you're not going to spend a lot of time in learning this one skill. So recording and editing is definitely going to take a lot of your time. Point number 3 is digital assets. Starting to create digital assets on YouTube, not blogs, not podcasts. Podcasts are more on the lines of the content that you're going to keep for podcast is more on the lines of that content for them. That content on that one platform is more on the lines of talking, communicating with your community. For me, that's for the community. YouTube is where people want to see you the way you do. Like, they don't know who you are, so they want to see you the way you do. They want to look at what you do. They want to see the quality of what you're doing, like quality of content, the way you're producing it. And when we talk about digital assets, I don't have content anywhere. I've got digital assets everywhere. Assets give you cash flow on a long-term basis. content, I don't resonate with the piece of content. It's one of the lines. So for me, it's not digital content, it's digital asset. So you are going to be creating digital assets on YouTube, say a video a day. Like, think of it. If you're creating one video a day for 30 days, that's 30 videos. If you're creating one video a week, that's 4 videos a month. Imagine the speed you'll be on when you start creating content, when you're creating assets on the daily basis for YouTube. When you're going to create the videos on YouTube on a daily basis. Think about it. When you're doing it 2 videos a day, it's not going to be feasible for so many members that we talk about. But then think of it. When you're doing 2 videos a day, it's a single video a day, 30 videos you have in hand by the end of the month. Speed. When you're doing 1 video a week, that's 4 videos a month. You see, this person who is doing this is 26 steps already ahead than this person. This is going to give you long-term crazy results. Even this is not slow. This is also that one person's pace. But then you see the speed here. Like, if you can manage this, please do this one, because I am on a speed. I'm doing 2 videos a day. Like from past 75 days or something, I'm doing 2 videos a day. I don't want to over exaggerate, but then I'm not on 75 days. I just refer once. Today's 75th day. Dot 75 days. So I've been doing it 2 videos a day for 75 days, where you can imagine 75 into 2. Imagine when you can just get on this momentum and create content for the people, and you'll be asking like what content to create and stuff, what assets to create and stuff. You can just type in this one channel, you can just type in YouTube or content or asset or stuff like this, so that you'll get a lot of ideas that I've already discussed about you and given you for free. Now, when we do this recording, editing digital assets, this is long term. This is going to stay your long term. Recording was for your online courses. The 4th step for you is going to be email sequences. The whole point for me to record a video on YouTube is so that I can marry YouTube with email engines. Cool. Where you have got priority based content and courses, priority based content in your courses sitting like that there. But people don't know that. But when you're running advertisements, that's the last step. When you are running advertisements, people click on your advertisement. When they click on your advertisement, they come to your webinar like funnels. When they come to your funnel, the webinar registration page or whatever page, they give you name, email ID, funnel for free. And when they give you that, what are you going to send them? Hi, how are you? Or what? Or one blog, one podcast, one video, what? So, give me 1 minute. I have to mute this one. No editing, raw footage for you. No editing, raw footage for you. So you have to also give me 1 second. Hang on. Welcome back. So, welcome back. Now, when we talk about the email system, what we were talking about email systems. So, when you're creating, what are you going to send them as an emails? Like, we have to be sending something to them on a daily basis, because someone else is going to send them on a daily basis if you're sending them every 4 days. Someone else is going to send them on a daily basis when you're sending them on every 5th day or every alternate day. So we are going to send them mails on a daily basis. So when we are sending them mails on a daily basis, what are we going to send them? Remember the previous step that we did? 2 videos a day or 1 video a day, you're already creating content for them for free on YouTube. You're going to send them that. Okay, that's where we marry YouTube and email engines together. Like on a daily basis, sending them a mail. As in, again, this is automation. You're not sending them, sitting and sending them on a daily basis. You're setting the sequence for one time for 3 lists, starting off with beginning 3 lists. Cold audience, warm audience, and hot audience. In this sense, just type cold, you'll be able to find the videos. Warm, you'll be able to find the videos. Hot, you'll be able to find the videos, because I've done already videos talking what goes in, why goes in, how do you structure and stuff like that. All cool things are already covered. Like all these are all micro things that I'm talking about right now, and macro as well as micro things are also covered. Micro time things are already covered. Anyways, so dude, we are on 10th minute right now, and we are on 4th point. We're going to go this video is going to be a longer one. Now that I realized it. Then we have 3 lists, and the one thing that you want to be knowing when we start off email engines, email sequences, remember, don't go and invest in in any tools for the first time. Like, just don't go. It's like I have burned a lot of money where I have spent the money on the tool, and then I realized, I don't have content for it. So the framework for this was like, create the framework, the content first, and then get inside the tool. Got it? Then get inside. So like you create the content first, because that's going to take you a lot of time. When you invest in the tool and then create content, a lot of time. Once you create content and then get the tool, that's the wisest way to go from my perspective. The fifth one is funnel designing. Funnel designing can be you can do it for like $29 on with ConvertKit or $97 in ClickFunnels. There are a lot of ways to do it, but then funnel designing is going to be one of the most essential things. So create content of what goes inside the funnel. I'll give a framework for it. One, have what are they going to learn? Like this, like the headline. Cool. There's like sub headline. What are the 3 things that are going to learn? When is it going to happen? What time is it going to happen? You can write like 2 points about you. That's all. In that page, I don't think you need to have any videos as such, because that is just registration page. You're not selling them anything. So when you have just very crisp format of small things, they have clicked an ad because they never came on social media to learn, like, knowing even who you existed. Just because you use some sort of cool keywords and stuff, they kind of got interested in what you're teaching. They got into a funnel, and you don't want to spend any time wasting for them to watch your videos. Like, okay, this is what I do, this is when it's happening. If you're interested, click the link down below. When you click the link down below, they give you name, email ID, phone number. So again, framework first, then the tool. The sixth one is you need to be having webinar presentation. Webinar presentation is the moment they come through this process and they are ready for a webinar, and when you don't have a presentation, see, there's a problem over here. So you need to be having webinar presentation. So we have also done so many videos on webinar presentation. I've covered everything on this one. This is just the game plan that I'm giving you. Webinar presentation. You need to be having webinar presentation. I want to learn about webinar presentation, like the calls done. Anyways, so webinar presentation is also done. Seventh one is, now you need to be, since the whole behind the scenes is ready for you. The next thing is systems. Now, funnel was a system. The email system was a funnel. Email sequences was a funnel. Creating digital assets was a funnel. So these are the couple of systems which we already used it. Now, where are the courses of you that you have already recorded going to sit? That is a funnel. That is a system. The webinar that you're going to do, Zoom, that is a system. The automations that you're going to do, that is a system. Then the tracking, generally you can use the free links that we have got for tracking. You can use the paid versions of it. So for intense tracking and enhanced tracking, so like 2 ways of doing tracking. But then these are the systems that you need to be investing in. Without these systems, the automation, the flow, because you're going to run advertisements tomorrow. When you're going to run advertisements tomorrow, everything has to be automated, and the most work for you is going to be before the launch of an advertisement. And when we get that right, these things after the launch of an advertisement is going to be slightly easy for you. Cool. When you have systems in place. Eighth one is, once we have systems in place, we need to be checking the whole integration part of it. Is funnel talking to email system? Is email system talking to the webinar system? Is webinar system talking to the paying platform? Is the payment gateway is ready? Is the tracking in place? So these all integrations that we do needs to be talking with each other. Like, you just test like 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, then being very strategic. You have invested in a platform, and we have invested in so many different platforms. Everything has to be integrated and said, because so if employees are not talking to each other, there's going to be a mess inside the company, right? So everyone has to be integrated and aligned. So that's the 8th point. Then the 9th point is run advertisements, kind of written webinars. Then the 9th one is run advertisements or bring in people from organically or inorganically, both ways, and then do your webinars. So point number 1, recording, editing digital assets, email sequences, funnel designing, webinar presentation, systems, integration, and webinars. Cool. Recording, editing, digital assets, email sequences, funnel designing, webinar presentation, systems, integration, and webinars. I got that right this time. So this is how you have the game plan of 9 steps game plan from recording an online course all the way to money. Cutting it short. If you have people around you who can buy the course that you have already built, great, sell them. 1-step process, 1-step game plan for you, from recording to online courses. That's one way of it. And you can, the alternate way of you doing is the other way that I think of right now is for you to make money in like 2 to 3 steps, you need to be having people around you. who knows what you're doing, and the only way they get to know you and how can you build a credibility is start publishing content on YouTube, like on a regular basis, that they should be seeing what you're doing. Even if they're not interacting with any piece of your content or any piece of what you're doing, it's okay. Just maintain the consistency in their eyes, because their life, they need your support, they need your help some point or the other. So keep on maintaining that consistency of what you're doing. Someday or the other, they'll just jot down and come and talk to you and come and meet you. Thank you so much for making this video. We are going to wrap it at 15 minutes. Thank you so much. I am going to see you in another exciting video. I'm going to record the second video, 2 dimensions of your superpower. Thank you so much. See you there. Peace and blessings be upon you and in your hearts.